You could...
Damn it. Damn it.
Nice. Search. You grab.
Hello there, miss. Not a bad...
Kurt shakes his...
You take...
Hey.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey there.
Oi there. Well, he's here.
You can...
Well,
I'll just...
Well,
and it
but
don't...
Kurt, you...
It doesn't...
oh,
Thanks.
nope.
You'd better not take any treasure without Kurt telling you to. You'd better not... You'd better... Whatever you try... You try... You can't practice anymore.
Hey, could it...
Just getting in some training.
It doesn't...
Hey, could it...
Just... Many happy. Many happy.
You couldn't It appears to be a place to tie a boat up, although you can't imagine. The remain. You pour through the sand for... You play... You grab... You can see the mark of the centiron here. You run your hands across the wall. Whatever you're trying, there must, you can see the mark of the cent. You run your hand, You grab. You play around with. This path winds tightly up. You can see the valley of Krasna laid out before you. You can see. You take a small handful of. It's a handful of. You've already got. You've already. You're not the devil. That is quite a mighty-looking beehive. What? It's empty. There's a grand. You see a glint there. You pull out. You head off.
Hey, Udo.
It's always something.
You rest. You rest. You start to talk. You start to.
Oh,
I must be on my way.
They're a bunch of creepy. There's something about them I don't trust. Don't like magical things, and it certainly feels magical in there. There's something about them I don't trust. Don't like. There's something about them I don't trust. Don't like magical things, and it certainly feels magical. They're out to the west. You know, I usually stay right down here in my... Hey.
Hey, have you seen a,
No. You know I haven't seen anyone.
sarcasm noted.
Hey, no. Goodbye.
Not right. Not right. You pull out.
Folksville, there's a town where the girls are out prison. I once set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, where she will borrow through streets sounds loud, crying cockles and muttles alive, alive, oh. In Volksville, there's a town where the girls are out prison. I once set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, where she will borrow through streets sounds loud, crying cockles and muttles alive, alive, oh. In Volksville, there's a town where the girls are out prison. I once set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, where she will borrow through streets sounds loud, crying cockles and muttles alive, alive, oh. In Volksville, there's a town where the girls are out prison. I once set my eyes below, where she will her will borrow through streets sounds out, crying cockles and muttles alive, alive, oh. In Volksville there's a town where the girls are all prison. I once set my eyes on sweet Molly below, where she will her will borrow through streets sounds out, crying cockles and muttles alive, alive, oh. In Volksville there's a town where the girl.
Here,
No.
sorry. Here, have it.
No.
Sorry.
Goodbye.
He nods. He nods. He nods. He nods.
Hey,
This is the local tavern. You see, the pungent aroma of sweat stale. It's not a tavern without any of these things. It's dressed up with some cheap banners, decent.
Hello there.
What? Yeah, I'm selling maps of Lunaria. Well, the tavern is there's the regulars, but occasionally. Nice. Nice to meet you.
In Volksville, there's a
Standing
town
near is harmless.
where the girls are.
As you begin to speak, the town. You climb over the town. You pull out. You head up. You could. Damn it. Damn it. Nice. Searching the.
Mr. Rowan, I'm glad you could meet me. Sorry about the change of venue. I'm being watched too closely to continue going into town.
Look, what's going on here? Looks like you got a dead family, a lost jewel, a group of cultist types looking for it, and you're part of that weird Moroi cult? You got some fessing up to do. I don't care how good you look.
Ah, so you do find me pleasing?
Yeah, who wouldn't? But that's not the point here. I'm trying to figure out what the hell you want.
Okay, pretensions aside, I'm not really Moroi. I'm a member of the Order of the Sentai.
Oh, great.
No, look, we are a peaceful group who only look to serve humanity.
Serve us how? Like in a stew? You're a bunch of cannibals?
No, we seek peace and knowledge. Jarvis Killington, in his boredom of wealth, took something from us that was very important and very dangerous. As you can see, it wiped out almost the whole family.
If this gem was so dangerous, how come you guys never came to retrieve it before?
It was at rest in Jarvis' tomb. It was too dangerous to transport home at the time. We felt it was safe and protected there. Then the Moroi came, and we knew Uatar had knowledge of the gem and would persevere in his mission to obtain it.
Utar? What the hell kind of name is that?
The Moroi leaders all take a form of Tar. It's the accursed deity they worship.
That sounds like a noise you make during sex.
Not a noise I'd make.
Good to know. Anyway, this Utar guy.
His real name was Richard, before he ran away from our temple. See, he too was once Sentai, but our power leanings of neutrality didn't sit well with him. Which is why he's here, seeking the power of the Eye of Yaga.
Yeah. This is all well and good. But how the hell is this my problem?
It's not. Which is why we are prepared to pay you. I cannot look for it. They're already too suspicious of me, which is why we couldn't meet in town. There are eyes in that town that I don't want seeing us together.
I want to be seen everywhere with you.
No mind. We will pay you quite handsomely if you can track down the eye. We know it's in the crypt, as our man buried it there 50 years ago. But he's hidden the pieces to the crest and the key that opened the crypt.
I could break in. I've no qualms with that.
Huh, I bet. But it's magically enchanted. If you try, it would burn you alive, starting with your manhood.
Are you serious? That's grim.
Yeah, it makes a show, so others won't try.
Harsh security.
Indeed. Anyway, find the pieces of the crest and the key, get the eye, and get it to me. We can leave the valley together. I can get you out of here undetected and safely.
How can you guarantee safe passage?
We are powerful masters of disguise, magic, and stealth, among other talents. You help us, we help you.
You know, maybe I don't want to help you out now. I might be better off just taking my chances and waiting until the bridge is repaired.
I didn't want to have to do this, Mr. Rowan, but I will if I must. I must recover this gem now, and I need your help. I have a raven ready to go to Rayford.
She hands you a sheet of paper.
I can send the raven off at any moment.
Well, I guess you have me by the short and curlies, don't you?
I don't want it like this. I want to help you as much as you help us.
Sure.
As a measure of good faith, here is a necklace. It bears the symbol of the Sentai.
Oh, great.
It's also pure gold and diamonds.
I suppose I could wear it a bit.
This will also help you find one of the pieces. One is linked to the Sentai directly. This necklace will guide you, and come and meet me here. Remember not to touch the gem with your bare hands.
Bad things?
It's hard to say, but I don't want to risk it with you. This gem has destroyed an entire... You've already found the last scion, and you have the letter from the Sentai priest. Go find the pieces. Is there anything else you'd like? We are an order of monks and enlightened scholars from a city to the north known as Jandar. Our order helps maintain the peace, honor, and tranquility throughout the city. Jandar is truly a sight to behold. Our technological wonders are the envy of the world, and are sought by those who would seek to enslave it. However, we maintain the peace. You must come visit our city someday. They are a loathsome bunch, as is their god Tar. They perform unspeakable acts in the name of gaining power. They pretend to ignore the moral compass by believing that the mortal flesh is useless, and that Tar will give them a new form in death. I am a monk of the Order of the Sentai. I have been since birth. I was born to the Order, and I have faithfully served them my whole life. I know it must seem tedious, but I know it is the best life I could have lived. Wearing this costume has been an experience for sure. I knew the greedy men of the Moroi would lech over its design. For men who claim to forsake the body of mortality, they sure do indulge in the pleasures of the flesh when they can. The Eye of Yaga is much more than what it seems to be. Jarvis Killington had no idea what he stole. He only believed it to be valuable and a source of power. It ultimately caused his ruin. Like I said before, do not touch it with your... Yes, anything made of heavy metal will do. This is for your own safety and protection. I do not believe Jarvis was a savage man, only misguided. Stealing the gem was probably the act of a bored, rich man. It is a shame that such a prank caused him and his family so much pain. Oh, him? Oh, poor Richard. Always looking for more power. Studied magic and the dark arts for a time, though I hear he was an awful enchanter. I know he was hurt and possibly disfigured in a spell gone wrong years ago. We all need help sometimes, don't we? I am too high profile with the Moroi right now. You have nowhere to go and nothing to lose. It's that kind of man one can count on, especially when you have the means to pay him.
I can't argue with that. I was only curious. This whole thing seems bigger than a knave like me.
Every knave has his day. Make sure you wear it in your travels. It will help you find the resting place of the Sentai monk. I am not quite sure where they are, but I know there is someone in this valley who knows. I have not located them yet. I can say that I'm quite sure that one of them would be buried with the Sentai priest who took them and hid them. Finding his burial camp, the Sentai priest would have hid it somewhere in the valley, but he would have marked where. Probably near water, honestly. We derive power and safety from that element.
Look, I'm going off to what might be certain doom. Can I have a kiss?
I don't see why not.
She gives you a nice full kiss on the lips. Score.
Okay, well, I have a freaking gem to find or something.
Focus, Mr. Rowan.
Hey, wait a second. I will know how to use the necklace to find this piece.
You'll know.
Oh no!
You put the necklace on, carefully hiding it. You can hear strange music, almost as if it's in. You feel a warm, tingling sense. It's almost as if the necklace. You take your necklace out from under your shirt and place it on the large rock. The rock has opened up to reveal a tomb of sorts. Inside the... He's holding a piece of the Killington seal and a letter. You take both. The tomb begins to close on its own, sealing the Sentai priest. You open the... 4 pieces slide together.
What are you trying to accomplish? Those things.
You pull out. You head up. The necklace on your chest begins to hum and quiver, and you can feel the Killington family crest in your pack start to shake. You don't know what's happening. A vision of the way things were appears to you. The vision quickly fades.
Seriously, screw that Killington dude for messing us all up.